think the jury's still out. I think they have raised the floor of the squad really, really well. They've effectively replaced Smith Rowe, Nketiah and Ramsdale with three better players in Moreno, Caliafori and Sterling. So they will have more depth this season. I think depth was the big problem for them last year. They didn't look like a team that could rotate their front line, for example, and have the same variety and same options as City and Liverpool last season. Their front line starting on paper was great, but I didn't think they had the same kind of depth and options there. I still don't think they do, but obviously you'd prefer having Sterling coming off the bench or starting than you would Nketiah. Similarly, Arteta clearly prefers Mourinho to Smith Rowe, so I think they'll be happy with the window, particularly as they've more or less broken even in terms of spending. I think they've recouped about 90 million and spent about 100 million, so they've had a pretty tight window in that regard. I think they still look a little bit short of depth for me. I mean, obviously, Jesus is injured again. Gabriel Jesus, he gets a lot of injuries. That leaves them a little bit short of numbers up front. They've still got the same numbers they had last year in that area. I think they'll be happy with the window, but I'm not convinced they've improved the squad enough to close the gap to City, who, as we all know, are just a kind of seemingly unstoppable winning machine. But I think overall Arsenal will be relatively pleased.